Hello, my friends. Last week I posted something about granola. Everybody wanted my homemade granola recipe, so I'm going to try to make it for you in a flash. It's a simple recipe. I kind of tweak all my recipes to fit my needs and what I like, and you're going to do the same. So if at the end, when I make this, the oven is preheating at 350 degrees. I have a sheet pan lined with parchment paper, which is very important. I got all my ingredients out so I can make this a quicker video for you. That is the hardest part for me about doing a video, is being prepared. I hope I get better at this. So at the end, when I'm done with 350 degrees preheated, and I make this granola in this is a very big batter bowl because it does make a lot. I'm going to put it on the sheet pan and make a thin layer and let it bake. I think it says 25 minutes, but halfway through you flip it. At the very end, you leave it undisturbed. Oven's ready. You leave it undisturbed. The longer you leave it, the bigger the pieces, the crunchier the granola. I hope this makes sense. Sometimes you see really chunky granola. If you don't like it chunky, you stir it when it's hot. And you add in your fruit. I like dried cranberries in mine. You can add in raisins, you can add in chopped dates. Make it yours. If you don't like coconut, don't put the coconut in. If you don't like a certain nut I'm putting in, don't put it in. This is my homemade granola. At the end of all my videos, I will do a snapshot of, well, it won't be at the end of the video, but it'll be a post. I'll have a snapshot of what the finished product comes out looking like and the recipes for you. And if you have questions or anything, just ask me. I'm getting a lot of questions, and a lot of people ask about the granola. So in this big 4-cupper is the oats. I use an organic oat, just old-fashioned rolled oats. I never thought about organic stuff until these last couple of years, and I'm really disturbed about how much junk we put in our bodies now. It's a little late. I'm 61 years old. You gotta die of something, but I wish I knew this stuff when my kids were little, because I would have never done a lot of the things I did. Nuts. I like a lot of nuts. I'm a nut. I like nuts. So in this cup, I have the bottom half cup, 1 cup of sesame seeds, 1 cup of pecans. So there's, am I lying to you? I am lying to you. Half a cup of sesame seeds, half a cup of pecans, half a cup of pepitas, which are pumpkin seeds. Again, put what you have in the house. If I have walnuts, I put them in. If I have almonds, I put them in. This is my take on it. I like unsweetened coconut. Not the coconut we make macaroons with. Unsweetened. It's actually organic unsweetened coconut. It does give this, I don't know, delicious flavor. 1 teaspoon of salt. This is sea salt. You can use kosher salt, you can use sea salt, whichever you like. Half a cup of pure maple syrup. There's your sweetener. So I try to do natural sweeteners as much as possible. Honey, maple syrup. Again, better late than never. I've lost 242 pounds, so I must be doing something finally right in my life. Cooking was always my jam. Vanilla extract, teaspoon. Splash. Again, I always measure with my heart. Cinnamon, measure with your heart. I like it cinnamony. And this time, for the fat, the recipes I always read say canola oil. I'm using coconut oil. I did it last week, or whenever I made my granola last time, and I don't think I've ever had better granola. Between the coconut and the coconut oil, I don't know, it just gives it the greatest flavor with the maple syrup, all the nuts. Can I show you this? I'm going to mix it until every little item in this bowl is wet. You don't want anything dry. So between the maple syrup and the coconut oil, you're going to moisten your nuts. Sorry, that's what it sounds like, right? Moisten your nuts. I'm a weirdo. I know it. It's going to come out in these videos. I'm just your normal average old lady trying to do something for others. By the way, for everybody who's been messaging me and asking me for recipes and ideas, and today I made overnight oats, thanks to my friend Brenda asking me a question about overnight oats, if I've ever heard of them. Well, I've been making them for these bunch of years now, since they were a thing, and of course I shook them up in all different ways. So you're going to see that video too. It's a great recipe, full of high protein. It's got Greek yogurt and oats and protein powder. Again, I only put Flav City protein powder in those overnight oats, but I have used Premier Protein, which you can get right in Walmart. That's 30 grams in a scoop. I know it's not the cleanest ingredients, but I used that before I did Flave City, and I still would use that if that's all I had. So I'm not 100% clean as far as what I put in my mouth or what comes out of my mouth, but I'm at this point where I'm just trying to do better every day. So there's our mixture. I am going to spread it onto the sheet pan and try to make it as thinly even layered as I can. I think everything looks wet. This makes a ton of granola. So I don't know if you've bought granola lately, but I like this Purely Elizabeth brand, which is similar to what I'm making here. It's just whole, pure ingredients that are good for you. And it's a lot of money. And when I tell you that I make this batch and I put it in a big canister and I put it in the refrigerator, the recipes all say it should last a week. I've eaten this all month. I know that sounds crazy, but it's in the fridge and it's still fresh tasting. I take out, I don't know, depending on how much I want, what I want it for, if I want to top off my yogurt with it, or maybe I just want a little half a cup of it as a snack. It's delicious granola. It is a carb, but it is a complex carb full of nuts and seeds that are good for you. At the end, you mix in some fruit for it. You make it your own. What do you like in your granola? What kind of granola do you like? I guess you could put chocolate chips and make it a trail mix. You can put M&Ms and wreck the whole healthy thing. There's a giant pan. It weighs a lot. 350, 25 minutes. Mix it up halfway through so that the top becomes the bottom. Put it back in. Take it out. Don't touch it. Let it cool completely on the counter. You can almost break slabs of this off. It rocks. It's delicious. I wouldn't lie to you. And if you hate it, don't make it again. It's expensive to make. It's expensive to buy, but I get a lot more volume out of making it. I hope this helps one person. 2 people would be better. And I love you guys. Thank you.